When it comes to intelligence, some animals just don't get the memo. Take, for example, the pigeon. You may have seen these birds pecking around town, looking for tasty morsels of food that humans have dropped. And while they do look pretty cute doing that, it's worth remembering that these pigeons are actually very smart. They're so smart, in fact, that they can even recognize themselves in the mirror. But exactly how smart are city pigeons? Let's take a look at their impressive intelligence. First, let's talk about how pigeons can come to live in cities. While these birds are commonly known as city pigeons, they're actually just domestic rock pigeons that have gone wild. Most of them are actually feral, meaning they have both wild ancestors and domestic ancestors, because they can interbreed with domestic rock pigeons. They retain many of the desirable traits of their pigeon fancier parents, such as being relatively docile and easy to tame. As for why they hang out in cities, well, there's plenty of food to go around. Humans tend to congregate in cities, which means more food is available for scavenging. And if there aren't any humans around, there's still plenty of garbage cans to rifle through. That's why many cities have specific laws against feeding wild birds, including pigeons, because it makes them dependent on humans for food instead of being able to fend for themselves. But they don't just hang around cities because there's an abundant food source. A study published in 2016 found that noise doesn't bother pigeons at all. In fact, they prefer it. The researchers played recordings of traffic and other noises, while monitoring the birds' behavior in an outdoor aviary. They found that the pigeons spent more time out in the open and less time hiding in bushes when the noise was turned on. This may be one reason why they thrive in busy urban areas. They're simply not bothered by the commotion. Pigeons are also among the most intelligent of all birds. Like other birds, they have brains that are relatively large compared to their body size. Compared to their close relatives, doves, they also have larger cerebellums, part of the brain responsible for motor control and coordination. One of the best examples of pigeon intelligence is their ability to recognize themselves in the mirror. In a study published in 2019, researchers at the University of Oxford presented 18 pigeons with a mirror and a video camera so they could see themselves from a first-person perspective. After 3 weeks, 9 of the pigeons showed behaviors indicating that they knew they were looking at themselves in the mirror. These behaviors included bobbing their heads, cocking their eyes, and even trying to preen their own eyes and the head region of the bird on the screen. These are behaviors they would typically only display when looking at another bird, but not when looking at an object or a human face. All of this indicates that they can recognize themselves as individuals, a sign of high intelligence. In another study published in 2017, pigeons were trained to play a video game. They were presented with a series of abstract shapes on a screen and had to peck the ones that matched the sample shape. After training for several months, the pigeons were able to perform better than a group of untrained pigeons, showing that they were capable of learning complex visual discrimination tasks. To put that another way, they learned to play a video game, which is a feat that many humans never accomplish. As for whether pigeons have a good or bad reputation, it seems to vary by location. In some places, they're considered a nuisance, and in others, a good luck charm. No matter what your feelings may be towards them, it's clear that these birds are highly intelligent and deserve our respect. If you ever see a pigeon strutting around a city street, just remember that they're basically little walking superbrains. Just try not to anthropomorphize them too much as they may seem like adorable little dudes hanging out in a city near you. They're still animals who can carry diseases and parasites that can harm humans. So admire them from afar and maybe leave the bread at home. Now you know a lot about pigeons, but how much do you know about the creepy things that go bump in the night? Some monsters hide in plain sight, and others are lurking just out of view. Watch this video to learn about some of the scariest monsters that may be hiding in your home right now. Happy haunting!